Hello, folks. Welcome back. Today, we're exploring a topic that goes beyond romance relationships. Strong relationships are the foundation of strong families, and strong families are the backbone of thriving communities. But as relationships grow into marriage, they don't just shape households, they shape society. In Botswana, marriage rates have been declining while divorce cases are rising, raising important questions about how we prepare couples for lifelong commitment. Marriage is more than a personal choice. It's a social and economic pillar. Stable marriages contribute to community development by fostering unity, reducing social conflict, and creating nurturing environments for children. Economically, healthy families drive productivity, financial stability, and even entrepreneurship. That's why premarital counseling is so important. It equips couples with the tools to build resilient marriages and strengthen not only their homes but also the nation's development. To guide us through this, folks, today we are joined by Mr. Tumelo Masalila, who is a marriage counselor and a John Maxwell certified coach. Mr. Masalila, thank you so much for gracing us today, sir.
Thank you, Witty. Thank you so much for having me.
Error.
It's always a pleasure.
Error.
Yes.
We're going to be talking about this topic today.
Mm,
I feel like it's one of the topics that we normally don't talk about because maybe, I don't know, we feel like it's one of those uncomfortable conversations to have,
mm-hmm.
but they're very important.
Yeah.
And when you just take it through the roots,
Mm-hmm.
you will see that leaders are in homes.
Mm-hmm.
And when a leader comes from a home that is not proper, then the leadership is not going to be up to the par.
Very true.
So I feel and I believe that marriage and relationships are supposed to be one most important thing that we have to talk about when we talk about, economic development, when we talk
Yeah.
about leadership
Yeah.
and so forth.
Yeah.
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 So to get into it, Mr. Masalila, why do human beings, I just want us to clarify that. Why do human beings feel the need to be in relationships?
Um, Relationships happen to be a makeup of how creation or people engagement and relations go and the extent at which they stretch to.
Yes.
So we are not beings to exist on silos,
Yeah.
but we are beings that are formed up to connect, learn from each other, experience, touch, and feel sense. And all this becomes a composition of relation aspect.
Yes.
Yes. So you can't detach that aspect of people connecting and getting together because it's the backbone of this evolvement of the human race,
Yes.
as far as it goes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to be in a healthy relationships or relationship, right? Like scary relationships. What are the key ingredients for me to build such?
Yeah, and this I mentioned in the book I authored with my wife,
Yeah.
Team Up, which we have titled "Turning Love into Lasting Legacy."
Yes.
One of the ingredients that I would zero down to that is very, very critical is a shared vision.
Yeah.
Where a couple or people relating together have a common goal towards where they are headed to.
Yes.
Reason being that we come together with different backgrounds as the two individuals.
Yes.
Now, the vision then says if we're to ever to coexist and work together, we need something that we can both agree towards, and that's a vision. Because the backgrounds that make up the both of us have exposed us differently
Yes.
in manners in which we are to learn about each other when we walk in the journey. So now a vision says, okay, bring yours, I bring mine. Let's sit down and let's now have one that allows this couple or this two to coexist and live in harmony.
Yes.
Yes, so we stretched that point very much when we talked about enabling an environment, a working environment in the book. And that's one of the things that becomes a key ingredient into this. One of the other things that contributes is friendship. Friendship cannot ever be under underrated,
Yeah.
because if two people are living together and they're not existing as friends, to say the least,
Yes.
they stand a better chance. They stand the chance of, drifting apart.
Yes.
Yeah, because of those backgrounds, because of the experiences that they may have had before they came together.
Yes.
So when you have friends now, it allows both of you to, engage and express each other in a more meaningful, loving, be there for each other.
Yes.
And one of the other ones that I would also emphasize on is honest communication.
All right.
Yeah, it's a very, very important one. If a relationship is ever going to last, there should be honesty in the communication. Lastly, mutual respect.
Yes.
Yeah, those for me are ingredients that I personally subscribe to.
Yes.
For having been in, having dated and gotten married, and having married, been in marriage for more than 11 years now.
Ah, beautiful.
Yeah.
I didn't hear you talk about money.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know. In modern relationships, for a relationship to thrive, they need there's a need for finances
Yeah.
in the household.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you advise that we tackle that one? Because I feel like like I said, in modern relationships, people are more obsessed with um okay, I do understand that no one wants to suffer, and we both want to live comfortably. But how do one get in a relationship where now we talk about finances? How can our finances not be a drifting factor in our relationship?
Yeah, finances, you are right, play a key role. I didn't list it as an ingredient because it's one of the things that sits on the end side
Ah, okay.
of when these anchors are done well.
Okay.
And as far as a healthy relationship is to ever exist.
Yes.
Now, but it's one of the critical components as well.
Yes.
Because when two people now start living and walking together, eventually what creeps in is, what am I in this for? And am I even changing for the better?
Yes.
And that's where probably finance would also crop in, because then there's like you mentioned, the existence of two people is dependent in this day and age.
Yes.
Yeah, for a relationship to thrive well, finance should be available for both.
Yes.
To really keep the boat going, to
Yes.
keep the relationship going. So that mutual respect I mentioned, that communication I talked about, the shared vision, zeroes down now to this finance. Hori. Can this both now communicate well when it comes to that? And then also, do they respect each other when it comes to the use, right?
Yes.
The vision itself. Where
Yes.
are we going? Where are we going talks to what are we accumulating
Yes.
in the time as we progress. So those finance will always come in and cement
Yes.
the way the relationship functions, especially in the days we are in now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to believe a male is believed to be the leader, is believed to be the provider. But in modern days, who should really bring in the finances? Is there anything where we would say a man should fully take care of the household, or we are saying, bring your 50, I'll bring my 50, or as a man, I'll bring my 70, you bring your 30.
Yeah.
How should that aspect be tackled?
Yeah. I think now that we are talking about the modern days, we have evolved as people. And traditionally, we expected the man to be the provider. The man is sent out to say, go look, fend for your family, and bring whatever that needs to be eaten in the table,
Yes.
while the wife mends the homestead. But things have changed now.
Yeah.
We have now, where we're living in a very competitive space.
Yeah.
Women are doing well. Women are thriving. We can't take that away from them.
True.
What is important now is to strike a balance.
Yes.
Yes, let's agree that we can both provide,
Yes.
but that doesn't reduce responsibility on either party.
Yes,
You see,
yes.
I say this because I'm in that setup where, or I've been through that setup
Yes.
where my wife had to provide more than I can,
Okay.
yet, but we had to understand that this doesn't change the fact. For example, I have parents
Yes.
today who depend on me
Yes.
and I provide to them.
Yes.
But it doesn't say they become less of who they are
Yes.
as parents. They can be shouting at me while I'm still the one buying the food. They
Yes.
can call me to order. You see, they can, say most as
Yes.
what a parent can do.
True.
So it doesn't change the fact. You see, they are a parent. I
Yes.
am the child. You see, so same applies to couples.
Yes.
The wife may provide, which is what is normal, what we see now today in the modern world.
Yes.
But it doesn't have to change the fact that the man is the leader
Yes.
or the head. You know,
Yes.
I subscribe to that as a Christian myself,
Yeah.
and I still, again, as a Christian, even in the Bible, men are expected to provide.
Provide.
But like I said, the dynamics have changed due to other factors, economical factors. You may not be privileged to get a job or run a business, while your partner, who's a wife
Yes.
or lady, is able to do so.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, let's exist in that light without necessarily one being looked down
Yes.
because they are not, especially the male figure.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, what you're basically saying is, ko gore la ele gore ke mo relationshipeng mme ga ke na madi sentle mme my partner ke ena a na le letseno le le
Le
botoka
letseno.
go heta la me.
Yeah.
They can provide for the
Yeah.
household, but it
Yeah.
doesn't mean that yaanong ga ke monna ka gore ga ke na madi.
No.
Er.
Because ga go ratela madi.
Aha.
And we want to believe that le wena ga o kwa re ke ratetse mosadi yo re ka reng mo go bomme ra be re lebile ditebego gantsi
Yes.
go a bo lebile gore o ka go thusa ka eng
Yeah.
all those things, but at the end of the day, when they fall short or they're unable, that doesn't reduce the fact that they are a person, they need to be respected.
Yes.
It doesn't reduce them to anything less
Yes.
of who they are.
Yes.
So I think in the modern day, the truth has to be that let's look at how both of us can coexist, but with honoring the responsibilities and the titles we carry. Mo
Yes.
lapeng.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want us to talk about these responsibilities, Mr. Masalila. As as a man, my responsibilities are to lead the household.
Yeah.
And as a female, the responsibilities are to take care of the household. I want to believe so.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So in an instance where I provide less, where I'm supposed to be leading the household, should then I should then succumb to doing my partner's responsibilities of taking care of the household, because now I feel like she's the one who is doing another responsibility, which is predominantly known to be the male responsibility. Yes.
No. It's we still strike a obviously, you will then have to step in. I'll give a scenario.
Yes.
If the lady has to be the one going out, perhaps she's working an 8 to 5,
Yes.
and as the husband, you are home, or as the male partner, you are home.
Yes.
Then that means you meet her halfway by doing other things that she could be doing in the house, given the chance that she would, it would have been her
Yes,
in
yes.
that position.
Yes.
You know, so there is nothing wrong with a man doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, but what has to be maintained is the mutual respect
Yes.
for both.
Yes.
Nobody should be seen less of who they are because of this traditional norms that we have grown up in and we have subscribed to.
Yes.
Yes, nobody should be made less. So if a man is home and they're doing the chores and they're cooking, when the wife comes, they need to know, "Or I've come to my royal head, I've come to the head of the family." They accord the man the respect.
Yeah.
If for instance, the man cooked the dinner that particular day, as a lady, when you come from work, you come in, you dish.
Yes.
Yes. You go dish, provide the food, and then you both eat, you do the dishes. You can't be saying, no, you then go do the dishes. I'm the one who's working here. Well, I tell you,
Yeah.
once they say everything that has two heads
Yes.
is a monster.
True.
So it has to be clear. And
Yeah.
also again, since the lady is providing, we can't be saying let's shift now. The lady becomes the head.
Yes.
That
Yes.
would
Yes.
be an anomaly
Yes.
in a way, for the
Yes.
proper bringing up of children, for the proper setup of the society that we've been in. I think we should be comfortable. Women lead,
Yes.
and they lead very well where they are.
True.
And leadership shouldn't just be seen as somebody being in the forefront always. You can lead from behind.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen great women do amazing things
Yeah.
while they are still providers, because they know their position and their stance, and still lead through that.
Yes.
So it becomes very remarkable and beautiful when it's done with mutual respect,
Yes.
or rather with respect.
Error. Social media,
Mm,
economic pressures,
mm,
as males,
yeah,
uh, there is that pressure,
yeah,
more
yeah,
especially from social media, from the society
yeah,
itself. Or
yeah.
as a man, you have this is how things are supposed to be. This is the kind of car that you should be driving. This is the kind of house that you should be staying in. This is one, two, three that you should be doing for your partner.
Yeah.
How can we now not let that affect our relationships?
To be honest, we need to remember why we came together.
Yes.
That should be at the center of it all, because that then says whatever comes cannot get between us.
Yes.
Yeah, let's always remember that. Now, social media, like you mentioned, presents a face of stars and people who have made it, or people who have done well in life. It doesn't show the behind the scene
Yeah.
of anybody. It shows mostly the end product, the finished product. So when we remember why we came together, and when we go to social media or any other medium that's there, we always are conscious of the fact that seriously, bonang, these are just finished products. But what we are working on, Rona, as a couple, should continue as work, and never ever to interpret what we see on social media as pressure or as anything that suggests how life should be.
Yes. Yes.
So when you remember why you are together, it helps you charter your own course with less pressure, knowing where you are going.
Yes.
I've seen a lot of couples who come in, those who are probably in the creative space,
Yes.
and they're doing stuff on social media in that line,
Yes.
creative. Some are culinary or chefs or given in that space. They do that in that line. Some will come together, and whatever space they are functioning in, they will present that. So it doesn't have to suggest that me and my wife, we need to now follow suit and succumb to that. There's a story that is normally told of two neighbors staying together. The other neighbor always opening the door for the partner,
Yes.
and the other neighbor envied that and said, "Baby, can't you wanna go? The door is always been open for the partner.
Yes.
Can't you do the same for me?"
Yes.
So the man was not comfortable with the opening of the door. Too much admin for him. He just felt I shouldn't. He said, maybe rather let's ask them.
Yes.
Maybe we could learn something.
Yes.
And only to realize that, no, actually the door doesn't open from inside. It opens from outside.
Yes.
So from that, they could tell, truly, the man doesn't want to open the door.
Yes.
It's just that there's a problem.
Yes.
Yes. So just after understanding, it made it easier for them to know how to best go about it,
Yes.
discuss it, and say, can we do it or not? So social media would always give you those.
Yes.
And we never have the chance to ask what you see on social media, to say, how did you come about this? You see the end product.
Yes.
So let's stick to what we came together for.
Yeah.
And that's why Neribwarere shared vision is an ingredient.
Yes.
Because when you are doing a vision, you have a time to sit down. not only to look at the romance.
Yes.
Because the problem with relationships today or marriages today, we are more inclined to the romance side,
Yes, yes.
forgetting the other aspect of when the romance is out, who are we? There's a part in the book where we talk about who makes up the team.
Yes.
And we talk about temperaments.
Yes.
And temperaments are reasons why people behave the way they behave. So it's a personality, right?
Yes, yes.
It talks to why witness behaves the way they behave. So if we don't have the chance to sit and talk about that, we will never get to know who exactly is witness
Yes.
and where is he going. Looking at you, I may be attracted
Yes.
as a partner
Yes.
and feel drawn to you.
Yes.
But when you do certain things behavior wise, they may cause that turn off, right? Kill the romance. So when do we have time to deal with that?
Yeah.
So that's the other very important component that we should earmark.
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically, what you're saying is, firstly, we meet, we are attracted to each other. There is that happiness, the
spark.
happiest, the spark.
Yeah.
We don't want to be away from each other. But now, after 2-3 months, reality strikes in to say, no, the what do you call it? That phase.
The honeymoon stage.
The honeymoon stage. The honeymoon stage, ihitile,
Yeah.
what's next?
Yeah.
We don't really know what we or why we are together
Yeah.
or what brought us together.
Yeah. And
then
who we are.
And who we are. Then it's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's going to be a strain.
Okay, before we go into marriage, I want us to talk about building. As me as an entrepreneur, would you advise me to have a lady who I can start with as an entrepreneur or as a startup entrepreneur, building and sharing the vision with her, then believing that we'll grow together and eventually get married?
Yeah.
Or would you advise me to build my business alone, and then when I feel like, okay, fine, I think maybe now I need a partner, that's when maybe I can try and find someone. Yeah.
Well, I tell you one thing. I think that's the current understanding that we were brought up in. That rather I would call it the traditional norm or standards or understanding that we're brought up in. But to be honest with you, you don't want to tie yourself to the point where you want to say financially I've arrived, so let me now settle down. It's always best to start together with nothing.
Yes.
Yeah, because for me, I believe it gives you that humble beginning setup and foundation that then, becomes a reflection of where you came from after a couple of months and years when you have stayed together.
Yes.
And at that time also, the egos are managed easily. The high horse mentality, cloud nine excitement is well managed because it's humble beginnings.
Yes.
We're doing it together.
Yes.
But when you come now and you are all sorted and settled up,
Yes.
yeah, you may harbor standards that I may not subscribe to.
Yeah.
Yeah, or rather you may demand, call. I get it now, the cards are with you.
Yeah.
It's easy to say this and that, you
Yeah.
know. Yeah, so it's always ideal. For me personally, I dated 4 years before I married.
Okay.
And at the time, I was an intern,
Yes.
fresh, even before I graduated, by the way.
Yes.
And my girlfriend, whose wife today, was a student
Yes.
at the time.
Yes.
So, to be honest with you, it was a very good gradual transition.
Yes. Yes.
And because we are really in a transition from the traditional to the living modern life as a generation, so we want to make sure that we at least ideally start together.
Yes.
So that then the building is done together, we go as far.
Yes.
And also to reduce pressures. Kana houses on
Yeah.
and you say to your family, ke a settle, they start raising the antennas. So, ngwana, ka o lemoge gore kana go house kwa jewa.
Yeah.
Hey, wana ka o bone gore o square. And
Yes.
now I never heard that.
Yes.
Yes, I never heard gore o na le eng ko ga bone, o tshotseng. Because they
Yes.
could see these are two lovebirds.
Yes.
Kids.
Yes.
Yeah, we were called kids because we married young.
Yes.
You know. So go nna motho gore go ska ga nna le those expectations, those pressures from either family or friends, which also they influence you.
Yes.
Once you, and don't take them lightly.
Yeah.
O taka koloi, o taka dinao.
Yes.
O tla ka ntu ga ana ntu.
Yes.
You know those things.
Yes.
Ka moso ha o setse go nna thata gate o mphit ntu e ke a me. O tile hela o sa tshola le the siblings ba tsena ba re o se ka lebala gore o tile o sa tshwara sepe. You get it?
Yes.
So go nna dingalo. But when you have built together,
Yeah.
oh my God, it's you reduce the pressures, you reduce the attacks that could come from anywhere.
Yes.
Le wena as an individual, your ego is manageable.
Yes.
Because wa tlhaloganya gore for ko ele stofo seleng re wrote mmogo, we built together. Also, when you reflect, you want to look back and say, hey, was there any progress?
Yes.
Nna le motho re simolola, you know. E se mo itelang foundation o sa itse re pegilwe ke mang.
Yeah.
Or tomorrow lao mana, the mother comes in, ntuele ska labala gore ke nna ke yagileng. No, now they have an upper hand.
Yes.
And they are calling you to your place. O ska lebala gore o tile wena hela wa bona. We did you a favor.
Yes.
We have changed your life for the better. Kore people are experiencing such things, even if these are we hela ka mahoko a thamaletseng. Yeah. So starting together, as an entrepreneur, start together.
Yes.
I would say that would be the best thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Counseling, premarital counseling.
Yeah.
Why is it important?
You know, premarital witty makes the foundation. It clears assumptions.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, because it's a platform where you are given the chance by the whoever is giving you the counseling at the time to say, let's talk to what is not normally talked about.
Yes.
That's what premarital does. And the assumption, they are hokotsega. And I'll tell you, the conflict, and most conflicts in marriages have happened because of assumptions.
Yes.
Yeah. And when everything is left to assumption, go nna mathata.
Yes.
Things that are unspoken, they become a huge problem. Yeah. So premarital is that platform where you talk about the things you can talk about.
Yes.
Yeah. We talk about communication. We talk about intimacy.
Yes.
We talk about finances. And also there is that privilege and that opportunity to have a third party on a professional setup
Yeah.
influencing what you have been carrying out as assumptions, you see. Yes. And so that's the significance and the importance of premarital.
Yes.
Yeah.
As a marriage counselor, what are the most common challenges that couples bring to you?
Yeah. Money
Yeah.
is at the top of it. In-laws,
Yeah.
they're one of the problems that normally couples come with.
Yeah.
Infidelity, but not that much. But yeah, infidelity also carries, infidelity like money. I think they have the same weight when it comes to the problems, you know.
Yes.
And then also issues around children, issues around roles as well. People come with those aspects. And imagine roles.
Yeah.
Yeah, we grow up from different backgrounds.
True.
We assume that this is what is expected of ladies, this is what is expected of men. But expectations differ.
Yes.
Yes, but if it's not communicated, which mostly it's a challenge to speak about, except when we are arguing. O ka ntwa na o mosadi o ntseng, ka ntwa na o monna o ntseng yang.
Yeah.
Yo sa direng jaaka banna ba bangwe. Imagine yana you compare,
Yes,
you know, go nna bothoko. So those are the challenges that I've experienced with couples so far. Ha re bua ka this counseling.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Before we started the podcast, I posted something on my WhatsApp, saying I'm hosting a marriage counselor. What question would you like to ask him?
Yeah.
And I got a question. Someone said, what is marriage and why do we need to be married?
Yeah. Marriage is a beautiful institution, Witty.
Yeah.
Beautiful, and it's a platform, it's a setup where two people can come together within structures and parameters that are managed, controlled, and not necessarily standardized, because it's not a one size fits all type of approach, but within control and within manageable standards, you know. So marriage is something that plays or carries the value of establishing two people
Yeah.
and their existence as they walk the journey of living together.
Yes.
So for me, that would be what marriage is,
Yes.
you know, where you have that covering that supports that a system, an institution that will support you and help you grow together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I've been in a relationship. I built with my person. Now I want to get married. I met up with you. We talked about, we had that premarital counseling. Now I'm inside the marriage now, and I'm trying by all means to be in and stay in and avoid, cancer body divorce and whatnot. Um, would you advise me, or maybe before that, there's a question that I wanted to ask before that. Would you advise me to get in community of property or out, and why?
Okay. Well, Dr. Hela, the approach of in and out is dependent on what both of you would maybe convincing each other reason
Yes.
and agree on.
Yes.
You see, both setups I have no problem with,
Yeah.
because people do them for different reasons,
True.
right? But in community, I favor it more
Okay.
based on the fact that, you know, when we talk marriage, we're talking oneness,
Yes. Yes.
we're talking togetherness, right?
Yes.
And the in community part comes about to help couples establish the aspect of caring each other, which is not the case when you're still dating.
Yes.
The aspect of burden bearing, you know, where I know this is somebody who can be a co-burden bearer, who can help me with the burdens of my life. You get it?
Yes.
Because in community, it's on more on the material aspect, right?
Yes. True.
Or the emphasis, the contract is trying to help on those in and out. That's a contract anyway. So that the finer details that this contract nna ke te ke re for existence di ka thusa batho go atumelelana le go thusana. But imagine, for instance, you have somebody more relationship e leng gore they're all about holding on to themselves,
Yeah.
saving themselves and all that, right? So when you are out of community with them, you'd find an instance where they are not even shaken when you are going through problems. Kana ha e le gore gongwe you need help, you know,
Yeah.
or maybe how exactly bo help bo mathata a matshelo a le a madi, that person runs the risk of just looking at, okay, they might not really be moved.
Yes.
So in community ke ya ka utlwa ke re burden.
Yes.
I'm there for you, you are there for me.
Yes.
For you know, I mean, for me, the better for greatness, though people like to say for worse. I don't like the word. For better for greatness, it's cemented when people are Iwawan. So
Yes.
that's why I say it. I don't dispute either.
Yes.
There are many reasons why people go into those,
Yes.
because ke di contractual obligations
Yes.
kana home.
Yes.
But nna ke te ke re for botsalano, for kgolo ya lorato, is when the oneness to really thrive is when we are saying, let's put everything in this basket.
Yes.
You know, and you know what, we ga re lebe ko morago. We make sure this thing grows and grows and it grows well.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
So for me, I mean, I know I'm not giving it enough, but I want to take it from a layman's level and just explain it that way without being technical.
Yes.
Eh,
Okay.
yeah.
We are running out of time. But I think, the very high divorce cases, and most people are now afraid to get married because of what is currently going on.
Yeah.
I think I've read somewhere or heard somewhere what we have around, last year it was around close to 4,000
Yeah.
divorce
Divorce,
cases.
yeah.
Yeah, which is very alarming. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Should we then look at the statistics before trying to say, no, I want to get married? Look at the statistics, look at what is currently happening in the environment, and then try to use that as an effect to make a decision to get married.
No, no, no. Because people are different in their own right.
Yes.
So, what didn't work for those cannot really be assumed that it wouldn't work for me. So, because there are many factors leading to divorce, both infidelity,
Yes.
financial conflicts, emotional neglect,
Yes. Yes.
because kind after a couple of years together, we easily become detached from each other, and there comes unresolved issues which accumulates with time. So ga re itse gore ba ne ba sa di kgone jang kana ba ne ba sa di manage jang. So to use that statistic as a determining factor of whether or not you should would be very much unfair. Yeah, it's like companies.
Error.
Re ka re companies are collapsing in Botswana. Should I go into business now?
Yeah.
Or rather, this line or this sector is not working. Should I? Okay, maybe that may be an influencing factor because Ghana with companies, key demand supply type of a thing.
Yes,
You
yes.
know. But hell, I make it out. That's you get me.
Yeah, I understand.
Don't base your decisions and steps
Yes.
into it. Maybe the statistics should help us say what are the main problems, like it says on Hodibua. How best can I avoid them?
Yes.
Because the institution itself is beautiful.
Yeah.
Marriage done right is beautiful. And I say to people,
Yes.
bagaetsho, marriage ke institution ya modimo.
Yes.
What we have in the legal frameworks is just
Yeah.
to help batho ka rona batho re dingalo.
True.
You get it?
Yes.
But if your marriage is going to exist and there's no God in it,
Yeah.
there's no marriage. Molta beng hela le kopana le thulana be le gore kana le itshelela ka le itshelela molaodi a ba go le rwesa di ring kana ena o dirisa molao.
Yes.
Ebile angwe molaodi ga a nyalwa.
Yes.
O ga a nyala.
Yes.
Ena o dirisa tiro o mo
Yeah.
tirong.
What the rate?
O theogetse.
Error.
And you are thinking, oh, this is blessed
Yeah.
union. No, you need God in it. I get it, you need church,
Yes.
God.
Yes.
Both of you, whether you are living how, anyhow,
Yes.
you need to be able to kneel and pray. Let me tell you, a man who fears God
Yeah.
is a man who would know how to treat a wife. A wife who fears God is a wife who would know how to respect
The husband.
the husband. So the principles tsa modimo ke tsone tse di re thusang for men to love wives, and they help women to respect, you see,
Yes.
their husbands. So how wena tseo di seo kana ha modimo a seo, forget it. Le tabe le mo contracting hela ka batho ba na le di arrangements on legal a re eng go di lawyering re go signa di contracts tsa go tsena mo.
Yes.
And because love it can only be better interpreted by God, not by the law.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 last questions before
Yeah.
I let you go, Mr.
Yeah.
Masalila. Church. It's important that you highlighted church. I come from a background where I believe in a certain kind of doctrine. And then my partner comes from this background where they believe in this kind of doctrine. And then we want to get married. And my partner is saying, I'm not coming to your church. As it is believed that banna ke bana ba nyalang, so mosadi o tshwanetse gore a sale. I think even in the Bible says mosadi o tshwanetse gore a sale monna morago. But now your partner is saying, I'm not coming to your church. So go raya gore you will fellowship there, I will fellowship there. So I don't know what is the best way to deal with that.
Tota like we like batho ba tshwareletse romance.
Yeah.
Bo ba neglect the other serious factors yaka ke bua ka di personality, shared vision and stuff.
Yes.
This is the part where you sit down with the partner and say, Nagana, I subscribe to this.
Yes.
Go ise go nne thata, go ise go ye kgakala. And that's what we do go premarital counseling, by the way.
Yes.
Ga re kopane hela no bore mme kana o ka re ba tsena kereke le ga le re tautela teng re le mo teng. Go premarital ke gona ha re senolang dilo.
Yes.
Gore tlhaloganya pele gore a le ditumelo di a tshwana. Like we re discuss ra go nna le bana nya, you get it.
Yes.
Ra dumalana mme re na ko ke tswang teng bana ba dirwa jana. yo mongwe nya na bana ba dirwa jana mme le gala a re dumalane.
Yes.
Yes, because those cultural beliefs, traditional church beliefs, di botlhokwa
That.
at the word go.
Yeah.
Set the foundation ka tsone.
Yeah.
And then once you are clear on them, we know where we are going. It's ka re ka moswara ntse ba otera ga di tshwantsho heta a phekola jarata. And wena wa ipotsa jarata ga manyagilwe ke mang, all those things will now be, go simola mahoko one a ke a buang.
Yes, yes.
Because ga ra ka ra tsamaya ga nte le o bona gore go ha ke ikgokeletse mo go seng. Because you are inside, wa utlwa gore go bokete. So it's best we discuss this before we settle. Be re nna ha se re okay, wena o dumela mo badimo, nna ke dumela mo kerekeng.
Yes.
Mme a re buisane.
Okay.
Nna ke le semamang ke prefer this, when all witness you prefer that, but because ga go no gatellang yo mongwe. One of the things that we talk about in the book, Team Up, embracing each other's uniqueness. Ha go no po gatellang yo mongwe. How do we then now live together? Dio tseo ke tsone re di buang before re nyalana. Mo gongwe ka bona the shock of your life ko lenyalong, ba bangwe ba ta go impose traditional or religious
Yes.
practices.
Yes.
O bo nna offended on your wedding day. Santse di tloga hela ka gore ga go a ka nna le puisano eo. So ha lentse a tsela puisano re motho a modimo bona o tsena kerekele nna ke tsena ye mme o ka re kwa nna ke go dirisa dumelane le yone. I've seen people ba kganna go nyala batho because ba tsena dikereke tse di rileng.
Yes.
Kgang e tona go ke gore be re nna se re buisana nya a re modimo.
Yes.
A re be mo modimo, a re dumele mo modimo, se ka re dumela mo di doctrinal
Yes.
re se ka re dumela mo di traditioneng,
Yes.
mo di practice, mo di ritualeng.
Yes.
A re modimo o boiha modimo ke boiha modimo ye le na le di ritual ye na le di ritual mme o ka re tsele na di in favor a re wa bona.
Yes.
That reasoning, that communication e re buile re it's a key ingredient.
Yes.
Ke gona ha e tsanang teng gone. But now in a premarital setup ke gona le ka thusiwang go letlanya dikgantsi.
Yes. I don't know. It's your last words, just for maybe couples who are just in relationships, maybe planning to get married, and build together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Hella, I would say for couples, especially young people who are getting into this, who are intending to get into this journey, please embrace fresh eyes into your relation or into your relationships before you take off to settle or do the I do part.
Yes.
But also where you get your advice is also important.
Yes.
You need to look at the life of the person. You need to look at a lot of aspects before you get that advice.
Yes.
But it's important to do that. And you know what, friendship, I would say, is one of the things that makes a successful marriage. Friendship. I need to trust my wife with sensitive information, not my sister, not my brother, not my friend.
Yes.
Which is the norm today. People they rely on with certain information. We tell our partner ra go ena ke mmogedi hela mo botshelong ja gago o utwa dikgang mo bathong.
Yes.
Mme ga tswa ke aka utlwane ke bua ka assumption gore assumption is a big contributor mo divorcing.
Yes.
So friendship is what makes two people do well. And then counseling, let's embrace counseling, not because we have problems,
Yes.
but because counseling helps now stabilize matters. It's where we have a safe space where we can talk about matters and issues that we ordinarily both of us cannot discuss.
Yes. Yes.
So counseling comes in to just help you do checks and balances as time progresses. My wife and I, from time to time, we lean on to our spiritual mentor.
Yes.
We lean on to our counselor and say, bona 1 2 3 go tsamaya mo botshelong go na le gore go kukege diemo maikutlo gore go ra go change bo mme ba changewa ke bana le rona borre bana ba re change. Other competing priorities come up in life. O latlhegelwa ke tiro, o la business ya pala, dio tse dintseng yalo di gona go hetola motho. So counseling comes in to help you balance that emotional roller coaster that may make you trigger into behaving in a certain way. Mo se motho a go nna batho ba ete ba te ha ba re kana mme ga nna yana mme o dirile jana. It's because that imbalance caught up with you. So marry your friend. Let's counsel. Let's do counseling. as much as we can. Ha re ntse re tsweletse, and communication is very key.
Yes.
Yeah, when we get into this process.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a quick one.
Yeah.
Someone was asking about cohabitation
Mm-hmm.
before marriage.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cohabitation is before
Yeah,
marriage,
yeah,
right?
yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So someone was asking about cohabitation. So the question is, in this kind of economy, is it best to stay in with your partner while you build up together to get married, or just avoid cohabiting until you get married?
I'm a child of God. I'm a Christian witty.
Yeah.
I will lean out to that, to those principles.
Yes.
I will not encourage cohabitation.
Okay.
I can the economical pressures and
Yes.
problems, but ga go nna le wena ke re ka gore re tshwarisana botshelo.
Yes.
Gape le ha botshelo re sa thora ke go tlhoka gore o ntshwarisanye go a go diragala yang ka
Yes,
wena, you see.
yes.
So cohabitation I don't think is the most best way to go about. Now I would strongly advise people not to.
Okay.
Yeah, because the aspect of somebody needing you and wanting you is one of the key things that makes marriages stronger.
Yes.
So how sale we neetse motho these go sale di tloga le ko pele. I know people who have been together for more than 10 years ba sa nyalana. Yo mongwe mme a eletsa gore motho o keng a sa nyale, especially ladies.
Yes.
Wa bona?
Yes.
But because
There is no need.
we are acting married anyway.
Yes.
So why should we consider putting the wa bona gore go tsenya ring hela
Yeah.
go be go tenya ke matsadi ke matsapa mme motho a batla di privilege tse tsotlhetse
Tsa lenyalo.
tsa lenyalo.
Yes.
So I think the best thing hela ke gore let's not cohabit, because
Yes.
total cohabitation it's a lot di passion killing tse tlholang re di bona tse,
Yeah.
the people feeling betrayed, robbed. Ha ke re gore o ka ske o diragale ha o sa, but bothoko ba teng bo
Yeah.
extreme.
Yeah.
A re lebelele di-accumulation wa cohabita wa tlhokagala, family ya taya re dilo tse ke tsa ngwana a rona ga gona anything to help to lean on.
Yes.
Re go mongwe melao malatsing a e changile e rotloetsa gore ga ke ntse le wena bo 5 years se re se kgobokantseng ke sa rona rotlhe, but
Yeah.
who wants to go through that stress?
Yeah.
You know. So marriage e na le that shield and that protection that gives you, but gape nna ke tekere ga e le gore motho o bona gore o ka nna le wena
Yes.
ke nga sa go nyale.
Yeah.
Ke ra gore ga re ka re tsena mo institutioneng lebaka ke eng,
Yes.
mme a bona gore o ka nna le wena.
Yes.
A bone di-privilege tsotlhe tsa ka di bona mo go wena,
Yes.
but mme a ba gote I do a ba bona gore it's a mountain to climb.
Papa.
Nnyaa go botoka o le kwa le kwa re ta kopana re kopana teng ga e le gore twice.
Error.
Yeah.
We do have a closing tradition.
Error.
Masalila.
Yes.
And ke a itse gore ke jele nako ya lona yotlhe.
It's okay. It's okay.
Error. The last guest who was here left you a note, and it happened to be Saatla Ratsosa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he said, money is but a tool with no value attached to it. It is in what you acquire that the value of money is, I'll just say expressed, I'll just say expressed if it makes sense. I can't see. Yes, let me read it again. Money is but a tool with no value attached to it. It is in what you acquire that the value of money is
Expressed.
I
think it sounds better than
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So this line, you have to actually tell us what it means to you, how you would interpret it.
I find it to be profound.
Yeah.
Yes, I found it. I think also to credit Enere Sattler.
Yeah.
He has done well. He has grown through the structures and what he talks about. And this quote is very remarkable.
Yes.
Because indeed, money is a tool.
Yes.
Yes. We shouldn't be much clouded by it. But what you get out of,
Yes.
the value is in what you get.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
So I think I subscribe to that, and I think it's important. If we have that view, as many as we are, I know we can go far
Yes.
as people. You
Yes.
know, a tool meaning this is something you use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
What you want to see, what you want to feel, what you want to experience. It's when you have that understanding that money then can usher those things to come.
Yes.
Yeah. And again, because there's a scripture that says the love of money yeah, is the root, yeah, of evil.
Yes.
So I think this then really tries to help us appreciate hono gore this is just the tool. Let's not be overtaken.
Yes.
Let's concentrate on what can be or what we can get out of this tool.
Yes.
Which is very profound.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like
We're
that.
going to have to ask you to do the same for our next guest.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I don't know if we should do it when we close.
Wait, I guess I can do it after.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
in the interest of time,
Yeah.
let me just wrap up and close. I don't know if there's anything that you'd like to say in closing.
Well, no, thank you. I think it was a great session I've had, and like the topic that we're discussing,
Yes.
I believe we can do most. And I think that your starting, you
Yes.
mentioned Kana marriage relationships are really a bedrock of the stars that we see out there, whether
Yes.
it's leaders, whether it's creators or whatever.
Yes.
So let's have people
Yeah.
work very hard on those on the family setups.
Yes.
Let's build our family setups. But starting with marriages and relationships,
Yeah.
because ke tsone tse e leng gore we raise bana mo go tsone.
Correct.
And let's be intentional about the building,
Correct.
because it talks about now directing it to a certain cause.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think that if we do that, we would have happy entrepreneurs, happy professionals in the marketplace. We
Yes.
would have happy kids growing up healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a healthy family.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you for having me.
All right.
Ke leboga.
Folks, as we heard today, relationships are more than personal connections. They are the seeds of strong families, and strong families are the foundation of thriving communities. So when couple invest in trust, communication, and premarital counseling, they are not only preparing for healthier marriages, but also contributing to Botswana's social stability and economic growth. And remember, folks, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, kindly do so, because this, my friend, will help you grow as much as it'll help you grow. It'll help us grow, rather. And folks, until we meet again next time, thank you so much.